Hey everybody, welcome back. Going to do some upgrades to the new blast cabinet that we got for Kelly for blasting parts for the Firebird. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so got Kelly a new blasting cabinet. Well, it's not new, but my buddy Matt and his son Harry upgraded theirs and didn't need this one any longer and was nice enough to give it to me. So here's our vacuum system that we are putting on there. So here's the hose, goes to the side of the cabinet. That'll suck out all the dust, and it goes down to this, get back a little bit, goes down to this, I don't know what they call it, a Cyclone. It's made by, I think it's Oneida. So, and then it ties onto the vacuum cleaner. I don't have a 5-gallon bucket, but Menards has these little 3-gallon buckets, and so it works perfect. Otherwise I was going to be hitting the top of that. So that's kind of our vacuum system. It'll be good for sucking that dust out of there, and so you can see what she's doing. I also on YouTube I saw a guy had a variable speed controller for controlling the vacuum speed, so you can really get it dialed in as to how much vacuum you want in there. So that's what this is right here. I got this off of Amazon too. I'll get a close-up, you can see it. It's a 15 amp 120 volt. The vacuum will plug right into that, and then you can just adjust the dial for either you can have the vacuum on full or you can have it on low, but I'm going to dial it in so that we get it perfect for not sucking out all the media and still being able to see what you're doing. And then a metering valve. I'll show you the parts I used for it. I made that myself, so saved a few bucks there. And then this temporary I guess switched outlet. What I'm going to do is plug this in to that, mount this, so all Kelly has to do is turn the switch on and she's good to go. She can just start blasting away. I've seen some upgrades on YouTube on putting metering valves in, where you drill a hole in the bottom of your cabinet and all the media siphons down through there, and then you put your metering valve in and run a tube from your metering valve and up to a tube inside here and then to your gun. So what the heck, let's make one, right? So that's what I did. So I made one. Here are the parts that I used. I used a 1-inch chase nipple right here. I put a sealing ring on it, 1-inch sealing ring. You got a 1-inch rigid coupling. I put a lock nut on the close nipple. That's a 1-inch close nipple right in between here, just so I could make sure that it was good and tight. Then we got a 1-inch galvanized T, a 1-inch pipe plug. We've got a 1-inch galvanized nipple here, and then I have a 1/4-inch ball valve. You can see that in there. I bought this on Amazon. You just search 1/4-inch ball valve and that'll come right up, and not very expensive at all. I drilled and tapped a hole here. It's a 1/4-inch NPT hole. You can buy a set at your local big box store, Home Depot, Menards, whatever. You can buy a set, a drill and tap set, and so that's what I did. Anyways, so then we have a 1-inch to 1/2-inch galvanized fitting, and then I have a 1/2-inch male barbed brass fitting. I bought 3 of those on Amazon. So this is just a 1/2-inch galvanized coupling. Actually, it's not galvanized, but you get it 1/2 inch right there. And then the 2 barbed fittings. So this will go This I will put up. I put a lock nut on here, so when I drill my hole through the cabinet, I can suck this down, tighten it up, and go from there. And then this will come from this will have a hose that goes to the gun, and then this end will have a hose that goes to the metering valve. So it's another upgrade. I'm gonna give it a shot. I didn't have a whole lot of money wrapped up into this, which is good. I did it myself, so just more money for parts for the bird. So we'll get this installed and we will show you how this works out. Okay, got the blast cabinet out at the side, got it marked out. I'm gonna drill a 1-inch hole in there for the metering valve. All right, got our hole in there. Set this back up on the little shelf there, and okay, metering valve is installed. Goes up right up into the bottom of that. That was real fun. And then I got the hose down here that goes up to that little barbed fitting, and then it comes up to this barbed fitting, and I got another hose attached to the gun. So there it is down there. Got the sealing ring. There was a little white plug right in there. I don't know if you can see it. That must have been for the drain at one time, and I just took that out, put a bolt washer on both sides. So yeah, so that's it. All right, so finally got Kelly's blast cabinet air hooked up. So got some new media here. This is what I'm going to try out. It's just this black diamond slag. And what I did was I just piped in the air outlet here. I use high flow fittings in a 3/8 line. And this is what it looks like on the inside. I don't know if you can see it back there, but that's where it comes in the side there. So got it hooked all up to the gun, and we'll get some media in here and give her a test drive, see how it works. Okay, so we got it all hooked up. I got the air line hooked up. I got my cord for my temporary power that goes to my switch. So when Kelly turns that on, it'll turn the vacuum on, be able to regulate the speed of the vacuum through that. And then we got our light up here. I'll turn that switch on so you can see what we got going on here. So that's working out pretty good. So now I put some media in there. I just put a couple of, about 3 of these little tubs in there, because I want to check it out. I'm going to try and set up the tripod so you can see. Right now there's no media going through here, and my valve is in the open position, I believe. Yep, now it's closed, so I'll crack that open and set up the tripod so hopefully you can see it come through there. Okay, I'll get the thing going and hopefully you'll be able to see that. I'll start with the air gun inside there, see if we can get the media coming through. So I'm going to turn the vacuum on. Coming through here, it's black now. So now I'm going to set up and try and blast a little something, see how it goes. I may have to regulate the little ball valve there and maybe the vacuum, but let's check it out. So that took about, I don't know, 20 seconds to completely do that one side. So I just wanted to show that with this vacuum setup inside the bucket, there's very little bit of media that got in there. So, but it really kept it clean inside here. It was really clear, would not get foggy at all. So tested some different pressures on this hood latch assembly here. As you can see, it's all just kind of surface rust and stuff. Back here I did like 60 pounds. I was just messing around trying to see if the lower pressure would do anything, and it really didn't. Just knocked off the slag and stuff. Turned it up to 90 pounds, and this was the same way here. This is all just surface rust and stuff. Got up to 90 pounds and it took this off really nice. Didn't take very long, took that off pretty good. It was a little bit of, I wanted to check out the paint here, but this rust actually came down like this, so it worked out really good. So that works out for me. 90 pounds is gonna be where it's at, and the lower pressure kind of clogged the siphon tube up too. So okay, just a quick recap on the blast cabinet here. So 90 psi is what we're going to run on this for air pressure, and halfway on the variable speed drive to keep the dust out of the cabinet, and everything's working out real good. Hopefully this helps you make the decision on whether or not to get a blast cabinet and what you can do to make it work for you. So thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you on the next one.